When you are entitled to something, you are entitled to it. But when you are not entitled to that thing, then you are not entitled to it. Full. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as TatMama5 and also known as TMO5 Can Do Cool. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Who is this Nigerian nurse? Her name is Sophie Adebayo. I'm going to pop her image somewhere else and somewhere here, and I'm going to paste the link of the story directly into my description box. So if you are interested in reading the entire story about this lady, go check in my description box. There's a link there. So this Nigerian nurse is Sophie Adebayo. She graduated from Middlesex University. She has a master's degree from University of East London, and she was, as at that time, employed by Oakley's NHS Foundation Trust, who provide mental health services in southeast of London. She has worked with the NHS for 15 years. Hold that in the back of your mind. She has a 14-year-old son. And also, so what did Sophie do? Sophie is a psychiatric nurse who forged an emergency badge to park her Mercedes-Benz car in a pay and display near her home. So the emergency badge was given to her as part of her contract of working in the community as a psychiatric nurse. So this badge allows the owners or those who have been issued such badges to park on yellow lines while attending medical emergencies in patients' home. So according to the to what this badge stands for, this badge in the area of where she is working is only valid in housing estates, and it's not valid for you to park in a roadside bay. So maybe you're being given the badge to park in certain areas of you providing services, so they know that anywhere else you go, I'll tweak that particular area that you're meant to be using it. If you use it somewhere else, they will definitely know that, oh no, this person is not supposed to be using it. So that was what happened to her. So when we talk about she parking her car in a pay and display, means that pay and display simply means that you park in a parking bay, you pay your ticket, and you display your ticket on the windscreen of your car. So nowadays there's an app whereby you can buy your ticket. You've already registered your car registration into the app, so when you pay, automatically when a ticket officer scans your car registration number, it will automatically show on their handset that, oh, this person already paid for their parking. So for her, she used a photocopied badge to park her car there. So she photocopied that badge and placed it on her car to say yes, she's paid. So obviously this badge was a fraudulent badge because it was photocopied, and where she parked her car, a parking attendant was walking by and noticed that that badge was fake because of the color of the badge. So obviously, as a ticket officer, you will know the kind of badges that are being displayed, or maybe like disability badges. There are so many badges that you can have when it comes to driving and parking. So obviously this ticket officer knew hers was a fake one. So Sophie claimed at the time that she was using that badge that she was working. However, the prosecuting counsel said it was unlikely because of where she was parking the car. So she parked the car in a roadside bay. Meanwhile, that badge is not allowed in a roadside bay. It's only allowed in an housing estate. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So obviously there was no proof to say she was working at the time she was using it, and for the fact that she was parking and where she was parking, it was obviously clear that no, she was not working. So she pleaded guilty to 2 counts of fraud by false representation. She was fined £507 with £1,200 cost and a £203 victim surcharge. So that's over £2,000 she's been charged for, when she could have just paid parking of how much is parking. Maybe she's going to be there for an hour or two, maybe parking is £15 or something. She could have easily parked for £15 rather than end up paying over £2,000. And that's not all. So one thing the judge said to her, that when you are entitled to something, you are entitled to it. But when you are not entitled to that thing, then you are not entitled to it. For her, obviously she's been given that badge to provide services in residence home in certain areas, but because of the financial gain she wants to gain, you can imagine the gain of the financial gain in this aspect is maybe just under £15 or over £15, just because you don't want to pay the cost of parking for the fact that in that area or wherever area she was found to be parking, how much would parking cost you, you know? So you should have, instead of her paying that parking charge for while she was parking at that place, she's now paying over £2,000 because she decided to use a fake badge. So it goes on to explain that why is it a serious charge. It is a serious charge because the forged badge, it is because it is a forged badge. Yeah, it is a fake one. We Nigerians, what are we known for? We'll come back to talk about that. And motivated by financial gain. Yes, financial gain. And how much is the financial gain? How much is going to come out of her pocket to pay for that parking? And then she found herself in court. And which means that, say if she did it once, it's a different case, but she did it a few times. She did it twice. She used that badge to commit same offense twice. So it's not as if maybe she was not aware of what she was doing. And also, like I said, this badge was given to her when she started her job with this NHS Foundation Trust to provide services in the community for residents. So yeah, she actually she went against the rules or the policies surrounding the badge she was given to work. And lastly, as if that was not all, you know, so she's been saved from going to jail because obviously she's a first-time offender. You know, she's been working in the NHS for 14 years. This is her first time she's ever committed such offenses. However, that's not going to be the end of it. She will be reported to the NMC, and she may face professional misconduct which could threaten her career. And what did the NMC say about being dishonest? Because obviously if you commit fraud, that's you being dishonest. So I'm going to let you know what the NMC says. So what NMC say in regards to dishonesty: allegations of dishonesty will always be serious, and a nurse, midwife, or nursing associate who acted dishonestly will always be at some risk of being removed from the register. So why did I say this is kind of like practically, you know, it's impacted on me in a way? Obviously because I know, being a nurse, and she's a first-time offender, so she's definitely not going to go to jail. And I'm sure, and I know, and I believe in her mind, she was thinking, oh, it's just a one-off parking. I mean, it's just a parking situation, so she will only get a warning. But no, she did not get a warning because they felt that she abused her power. She abused the reason why she was given that badge. So the badge is for her to provide services, you know, to allow her park in a certain housing estate, park her car there while she goes in to provide emergency services. So you can imagine you are parking in a roadside bay and you are not providing emergency help to anybody, and you've got that badge on your car. Say if it was a correct badge, it would have been a different case, but because it was a photocopied one, so obviously photocopied one being used for the wrong reasons is counted as fraud. So, and now people will say, oh, you're back again with Nigeria. Yes, but like I said, what are Nigerians known for? Nigerians are known to be like, you know, when it comes to fraud cases, you find Nigerians there. When it comes to dishonesty cases, you find Nigerians there. Even back home in Nigeria, when we are all clamoring that things should change, we want our government to change, we want the way our government do things to change. But if we're actually coming to another country for her, she's been here for over 14 years. She knows better. How much will a parking cost will have cost her? And in some areas, if you're going to park in some areas, maybe like for instance, if I'm going to city center, an hour parking is about £3.20, and I know if I don't want to spend more than an hour, I make sure I pay for that 1 hour, and I just figure out where I want to go and make sure I'm back to that place to get my car away in 1 hour. So if I'm going to be spending more than that, if it means I'm going to be in town for a very long time, if it's going to take me a few hours, I will gladly pay that hours that I'm going to be in town for than being picked up. Now, so her career is in jeopardy because she's going to be reported to the NMC. In this regard, I'm hoping that the NMC will not strike her off the register. They might just, maybe she needs to do some sort of reflections, you know, just make sure that she do some maybe personal reflections, manager or something, make sure, you know, she's aware of what she's done. Obviously she's been calm about the situation. She agreed that she's guilty. So I'm hoping that the NMC will not strike her off. But again, it's a record on her. It's been written against her. As a Nigerian, you know what that means. I mean, both you and I know what that means as a Nigerian, to be caught in a fraudulent case. So I just feel pity for her. And like I said, this is not me coming here to bash her, to say, you know what, yeah, this is that. No, it's just to let you guys know that simple things like that, which you could have avoided, like pay the parking ticket, like pay for your parking space. If you're going to be in a certain area for 2 hours, pay for 2 hours. Now she's used a faked parking badge and she finds herself in court, that record is going to go against her record having working with the NHS, and then it's going to go on her NMC record to say now she was being dishonest because she partook in fraud. She is a fraudulent person. So I'm just hoping that this will not affect her, her career moving forward, because this, according to the report, she has worked with the NHS for 15 years. Like, she has lots of she has lots of experience as compared to me that have only been practiced for less than 2 years. So I just want us to be conscious, like learn from this lady's story, because obviously how much is a financial gain, as the judge said it. Maybe the parking cost will have only cost her like maybe £20. I know parking in England, in London, is crazy. It's crazy in London. So if you're going to drive to somewhere and use your car, be ready. I mean, if you're going to drive a Mercedes Benz, be ready to pay the charge of parking for wherever you are going. But if your work has given you something to use when you're providing services, it does not mean you are able to use it anywhere else you go. It does not mean that if you're going to leisure, or if you're going for leisure, you can use that. No, it's been issued to you mainly for work. And if you are using it out of work, it just goes to show that you cannot be trustworthy. You cannot be expected to act accordingly and behave according to the policies surrounding your work. So guys, let me know in the comment section if you believe that she shouldn't have paid all of that fine, or you felt that obviously it's been issued to her, she should be able to use it anyhow. Let me know what you think in regards to the obviously the what she's been said to in court. Like, obviously court is not going to jail her, but she's been fined over £2,000. Let me know if that was a correct, if that punishment was all right, or was too harsh, or was just too lenient, or something like that. Let me know in the comment section. And guys, people that are living in London, in out of areas like that, how do you cope in terms of parking or going to work? Because there was a time I was visiting England as well. I noticed people who park their car in a certain zone, but if they are going past that zone, they will have to pay some sort of charges. I don't know how it works in London. We don't have it here in Scotland. So let me know of your thoughts so far in this video so far. And yeah, like I said, this is kind of like in a way rubbed off on me, because I'm a Nigerian abroad, and I know the feeling of being caught in something that you genuinely did not think it was going to lead to what has led her to, but obviously you found yourself in such a situation. So guys, this is the end of my video. Like I said, let me know what you think about the whole scenario of this Sophia Adebayo in the comment section. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? So don't forget to like, drop a comment respectfully in the comment section, subscribe if you're not yet done so, turn on the post notification so you don't miss any other video from me, and also share this video, because we are all learning every day. Nobody knows it all, and nobody is perfect. And I hope to catch up with you in my next video. All right, bye.